Welcome back to another video here on Squatting Quads, and it's been a long time since we've had a Stirlingkit helicopter, and we've got a Stirlingkit helicopter for you today. This is the Black Hawk lookalike. I'm not sure if it's an official Black Hawk. I'll have the details of what it is in a second. I'm recording this intro because a couple of months ago I received this helicopter, and I'd received a few others at the same time. So I recorded the unboxing and the intro, and then I waited to fly it last week, and I've got all that sorted. And then, like an absolute idiot, I've lost the files. So there isn't going to be an unboxing, but we will do some close-up shots. We'll have a look at it, and we'll talk about the spec and stuff. But I just wanted to drop in with this intro first of all. I'm also trying new sort of cinematic lighting as well. So I hope you appreciate this aesthetic. Just trying to make things a little bit different, trying to make things look a little bit more professional. The studio / workspace is an absolute dumping ground right now. So I figured we'll go with the infinity black background to try and make it look a little bit more professional rather than you seeing all the clutter everywhere. And over the next coming few weeks, we'll get it tidied up and we'll make it look a little bit more professional. But that's where we're at with the channel, and that's where we're at with this video. So let's flick over to the table and take a look at this helicopter, what the spec is, why you might be interested in it, where you can get it from. Then we'll take it out and we'll fly it on the coastline of the North Yorkshire moors, dales, things. Let's go. Then we move on to the helicopter itself. You can see you've got obviously a couple of lights on this for visibility, and it does help, especially with them being different colours as well. It helps sort of the V-loss and knowing which way around it is. There's no FPV on this, of course. So it is all line of sight only, so stuff like that really do help. You've then got 4 main rotor blades, which includes replacements in the kit, and you also get the screwdrivers needed to replace them. The battery is up front, so this just slides off like so, and then you just plug and unplug it to power it on and off. And the battery is that, which is, for anybody who is interested, a 1S 800 mile, I think that says. And again, just slides back in, just plug it back in, and just slides back in, plug it back in, and it will then boot up. Simple as that. Really, really straightforward. And that just slides back over the front. So in a crash, that will eject, but obviously it's nothing, it's not really a problem. Let's just cover some of the other details then of this helicopter. So it comes with a 6-axis gyro, which means it's perfect for beginners because it's so easy and stable in flight. You can just let go of the sticks, take a breather a second, and it'll generally just sit roughly in the same position while you just think about what you're going to do next. Each charge will last you around about 8 minutes, give or take, depending on the wind and how you're flying it. It's included with a USB charger as well, so you don't need anything special to charge this. You just plug it into either your mobile phone adapter or a USB socket if you've got such a thing. You can even plug it into a PC. It will take a bit longer to charge that way, but you know, it's accessible. It's really accessible, and nothing and no sort of knowledge is required to get you up and in the air with this. Control range is around about 100 meters. I probably threw it around about that ish, give or take, when I flew it, and there was no problems. The signal didn't sort of feel like it was going to drop out. Everything was pretty much locked in. So again, no problems. You're going to fly it basically as far as you can see, unless you've got really, really good bionic eyes. And if it does lose signal, then what it'll do is it'll automatically land after a couple of seconds of losing signal, and it won't just fall out of the air. It does actually do a controlled descent as well. So that is the WLToys K170 Black Hawk helicopter, as provided to us by Stirlingkit.com, as you can see on these stickers on the side. Let's take it out and go and fly it and find out exactly how well we did on our flight. I think you might well laugh at times, but it was very, very windy. We was flying on the very edge of a very, very windy cliff. Let's roll the video and see what you think. England's North Sea, the main shipping route that carried thousands and thousands of tons of cargo. Nowadays, we use aeroplanes, helicopters. So a nice little segue to the K170 Black Hawk from Stirlingkit.com. We've had a look at this in the studio. We're now out here this morning. The sun's glorious. There is a breeze, you may be able to hear it on the camera. There is quite a breeze blowing. Will this helicopter survive? Or will it end up dunked in the sea behind me? Let's freaking go. Okay, so the first job, we need to sort the gyro out. We need to get the gyro to recognise where it is. So if we hold them both down to there, the lights flash on the helicopter. Hopefully you saw that. And then we're going to take off. And we take off by putting both sticks to the outside like that.
Throttle up.
Thank you. And there we go.
Oh, we lost a canopy!
Oh no!
Oh no! I think it pooped.
Stay there a minute.
I can see it. Bring it down. Oh! Let me go get it. We're up again.
And there it goes now. It's quite windy this morning, as you can see. There is definitely a sea breeze about.
And if it goes off camera, do you want me to like remove it?
No, I'm going to try and stay on camera.
Okay.
But this thing is very easy to fly.
Yeah, I can tell. Might need to sort out the trim, but it looks...
Give me a second, gentlemen. So this is the Stirlingkit K170 Black Hawk. And as you can see, you can probably hear the breeze on the camera's microphone.
Oh my god. I know. Oh, careful. Far away, it actually looks like a real helicopter.
It does, doesn't it?
If you go high up and then go a bit far away, it looks like a helicopter.
But even flinging it.
That thing looks that thing looks a lot of fun.
In the wind. It's crazy fun, is this? Yeah. This is crazy fun.
And there you go high up.
The only problem with high up
is
the wind.
and the signal.
No, the signal will be fine. It's 2.4 gigahertz, so the signal's never going to run out. Your eyes will run out before the signal runs out. Now, there is a speedboat on the water over there.
Well, I'm guessing the battery will run out before.
And I'd like to chase it,
but we can't with a helicopter.
I don't have a camera on this, which is...
and it might drop down into this ocean.
Yeah.
Getting an FPV camera on
this, hang on a second, boys. This, if you're a newbie, is absolutely brilliant. This is so much fun. And for anybody who's got a little bit of experience flying line of sight, Little Wonder hasn't flown line of sight, which is why I've said to him. Which is why I've said to him at the minute, he can't fly it. But if you've got a little bit of experience flying line of sight, this thing is amazing.
I have as well.
And the speed, ready? We'll do a speed run. Let's get back to the camera. Are we on camera, Boy Wonder? Yeah.
Go. Oh my god, that's fast. It looked like a real helicopter on the camera. You barely, your tail went off frame, but your whole thing,
And now we're skimming the grass.
And now we need to do a crash test as well.
Oh, we do need to do a crash test.
I'll try it then.
No, mate.
Should we do a different type of crash test?
No. Tell me. Am I on frame still?
Yeah, you're on frame. Should we like go forward and then let it hit the ground?
Wait a minute. Am I still on frame?
Yep, you're still on frame.
So welcome back to the Community Spotlight then, my favourite part of these videos. And the first comment on screen now says, I followed all your steps, but my goggles say disarmed. What have I done wrong? What that means is you haven't pressed your arm switch. So my first question to this person is, have you set an arming switch? And then have you pressed the arming switch? If you haven't, it's still not working, and it was the right switch in Betaflight and the bars moved across, then it suggests that there may be an issue with the bind, so rebind. If in Betaflight none of those bars moved when you pressed the button that you wanted it to be, that means that you haven't actually connected it. So it could be one of numerous things, but do get back in touch with us and we'll get you successfully in the air pretty soon. Thanks for your comment. Angelo, thanks very much for your comment. So yesterday in the Community Spotlight, or yesterday from when I recorded this, I'm not sure when this will go out, I thanked everybody who left a comment on the Worley FPV Eagle 2 for not clicking on the related link in the bottom to see the flight footage. This was just my initial first impressions. Angelo's comment goes like this. So useless as a video laughing face. Should be banned from posting and wasting everybody's time. But Angelo, who is complaining about people's time being wasted my time in replying to his comment when all he had to do was click the link in the bottom left of that video, and he would have then seen all the flight footage. And it's pretty obvious that that video is just like my initial impressions after flying it for the first time. But thanks very much, Angelo, for the engagement. He does have a very professional looking headshot photo, and he has been on YouTube since 2011. So I would have assumed by now he would have learned how to use the system. But Angelo, we love you nonetheless, the same amount as we did before. Peace out. And Mount FPV left a comment on a video from about 8 months ago saying, "Volume, son, why isn't there a standard that people should follow?" And there is a standard that people should follow. It's just 8 months ago, I wasn't really doing this particularly seriously. I didn't really know what I was doing, how to create a video, how to produce a video, how to even make a video sound good. That should hopefully have all changed. There was a couple of blips in a couple of videos ago, but generally speaking, things should be a lot better. Maybe check out the more recent videos if you've got a problem with one that was made many months ago. But you're absolutely right. There is a standard that we all should follow, and I'm following that. So yeah, thanks very much for the constructive criticism. And if you want to get involved in the next Community Spotlight, leave a comment down below. Make it a good one. Make it a banger. Make it stand out. Make it whatever you want. I will pick 3 at random for the next video. Right, let's find out whether or not I think that you should buy this helicopter. Well, that was the review of the K170 Black Hawk from Stirlingkit.com. We flew it around this field this morning. We are right backing onto a caravan park, which is full of Karens. Nobody's complained whatsoever, so it's not very loud, it's not very intrusive. We've done a crash test, there's no damage as you can see, and it was fine, it was great. A Little Wonder FPV wants to fly it. I'm going to teach him a little bit of line of sight later, and we'll put a shorts up of Little Wonder flying it. Just a little bit on the breezy side for somebody that's never flown line of sight before, but overall this is a really great helicopter. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. If you're a beginner and you're not sure whether or not you're interested in, or whether or not you want to invest in helicopters, this is a great beginner helicopter. Maybe consider it. By all means, don't use the affiliate link. It makes no difference to me. But if you are going to pick one up and you want to support the channel, then using the affiliate link is the best way to do that. You've all been absolutely amazing. Now, I'm going to go and chase some boats out there. Hopefully I don't dunk it in the water. And fingers crossed, Little Wonder FPV gets to play with it later. Peace out, everybody.